Hey guys, I'm guitarcfd, and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. What we're going to do today, I'm going to get some mining done and get started on a space station. Before I get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about something somebody asked me today in my message box, or not today. It was actually a couple days now. If you watched my first episode, watching my setup, you heard me mention something about doing multiplayer, and I don't intend on turning this world into a multiplayer world. But what I would like to do, what I would like to add in, is major contributors to my channel. I every once in a while would like to bring people into my world here and let them build something that's going to stay here. That seems like a great thing to do. And by major contributors, I mean if I'm stumped on a problem and you solve it for me, I'm gonna let you come on my world and contribute a structure or a building or a ship to the Let's Play, or if that's something you want. If you don't feel confident in your space engineer skills to come into my world and build something that you want everybody to see, then that's fine. But you will get the option. And like I said, by major contributions, I mean things that add to this channel. So if you would like to come on and build something, and I'll probably record it. But that being said, yeah, I'll record it and I'll put up some footage of your structure going up. But let's talk about ways to contribute. There comments, feeding me suggestions in through the comments. That's a good way to get noticed. I'm such a small channel, I read every single comment. And a couple of you have messaged me, and you notice I have messaged right back. I'm not big time. I work Monday through Friday, and I have my weekends to play games. I actually have every other weekend to play games. So, I have limited time to play games, and so if I have a game plan when I come in, it makes it so much easier. So if people have been commenting and asking me questions on what I'm going to do, or what I plan to do with things, or pitching me their ideas on what I should do at a certain point, then it makes it easier, because I'm not coming on here trying to derp around and figure out what to do next. Like I said, contributors, and then for special events like subscriber specials, this series has proven to be much more popular than my Minecraft series. I didn't see that coming, but I'm glad. I love this game, and I hope you're getting something out of it. That being said, let's get to the mining. Well, this is interesting. I logged in to start doing some mining to build up some resources to do a couple new projects for the LP here, and I died. And it wants me to respawn in a respawn ship. So I'm taking a strict position of not using these things. So let's find our asteroid. There's our red ship. So let's get over there. Figure out why we died. I thought I logged out up here. Yeah, there's my body. See if there's anything on me. Nope. Why did I die? Huh. Well, So let's talk about what we're going to do today. I need to get just a bunch of resources stockpiled up. So I'm going to get in the mining ship. Whoa. And take a look around and figure out if there's the kind of asteroid that I like to dig into. Yep, there's one right there. So I'm going to get in the mining ship and head over there and start getting some resources together. What? Oh, okay. Start getting some resources together. I need to see what I've got. Let's get all of our stuff out of assemblers and into here so that we can see what we've got going on here. See, we don't have a ton of raw resources, and even our components, we don't have a bunch to work with. I mean, some of them we have a little bit, but nothing to do any real projects with. So we need to take care of that. Load it up on gravel, that's for sure. Because the next thing we're going to set up is a space station. There we go. Alright, now let's take a look around. I don't think we'll have troubles finding our way back, but I don't have a beacon yet, and I'm not going to set one up just yet. I'll put one in the red ship eventually. It will need it. And we'll have one on our space station when we get it going. So one of the reasons I like to come over to these little horseshoe asteroids is because the core of these things is always exposed, and you can really quickly see where everything's at. Typically, this actually looks like a pretty small one. But there's a lot of iron. We need a lot of iron. We're gonna need a lot of everything, really. So I'm gonna get to work, and I'll probably record some of this just in case anything happens while I'm in here. It looks like there's some magnesium over here. You need that for turrets later. Need to pick up a bunch of nickel. So, oh, meteor shower inbound. That's new. So I'm gonna get to work, and I'll give you small updates as we go. Alright, just an update. I've been at this for 10 or 15 minutes, and I've got a nice mix of resources here. Just picking up a little bit of everything, bring it back to the station. The last couple of things I think I need to get are some cobalt and silver, and I see some here. Well, I see some on the scanner here. I'm going to try and slip inside here. Turn those on just in case I'm not small enough to fit through this hole. It'll make it to where I can fit through. This looks like it might be some cobalt right here. Yeah, cobalt and iron. You can always use more iron. Meteor shower inbound. That's new. That's a new warning. That wasn't even here last night when I was trying to play with dark. And I think that's going to be silver to my left right there. If not, I may have to tunnel in a little bit to get to it. But that's okay. I'll be back when I get it. I think I need to find some silicon too. Just so you know, another good way to get a lot of resources is to find these impact sites, which I think that's what this is right here. It looks like this is where a meteor collided with the asteroid itself. This is a good way to get a good mix of resources. you're not going to get a ton of any one type, but you'll get a decent amount. And I think this is where my silver vein was. I see another batch of it down there. It looks like a meteor hit it, and there's, I mean, you can see there's a good patch of just about everything here. But I'm going to get loaded up on silver and then try and pick up some silicon. And I may do just a little bit more because I want to have a good stockpile and start building components. Alright, well, I have filled up my cargo container, and before I fill up anything else, I need to find silicon. It's one thing I haven't found yet in a dense pocket. Well, I take that back. I haven't found nickel either. Usually in a big horseshoe asteroid like this, you'll find that one side of it is nickel and one side of it is iron. So I'm going to look around a little bit. Hopefully I find some. This all looks to be iron. In fact, I think this is where I started. Silver, magnesium. There's some nickel. I don't see any silicon. Maybe it'll pop up as I'm over here getting the nickel. We'll see. Ooh, gold. Gold and gold. Yeah, silicon. That's what I thought this was going to be. And that may be stone. We'll check. What are we taking in? Platinum. Really? Well, that says that the silicon is another 40 meters ahead, so we need to slowly back out of here and carefully back out of here, because we need to get to where the silicon is, because I don't have that much space left in my inventory here on the ship. There's some nickel up there too. Nickel is a pinker color than iron. It's kind of tough to tell the difference if they're not side by side, but when they're side by side like this, you can tell the iron is kind of a deeper rust color than the nickel. Oh, that says iron. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have it backwards. Maybe I had it backwards. Maybe the nickel is the deeper rust color and the iron is the pinkish. And that's what it looks like it is. So I stand corrected. Found my silicon. I'm gonna get loaded up on silicon, just kind of watch my inventory because I'm getting close. Hide empty. No, actually, systems? There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to fill up my drills even and just get a nice stockpile going to start with, and I'll be back when I'm leaving. Okay, I didn't quite fill it up. Mining can get very tedious, especially on a ship like this. It isn't super fast at it, but you know, we did make quite a bit of headway. It's going to take my refinery, singular refinery, quite a long time to get through that. So I'm going to get back to the ship here and get docked. And let this stuff melt down a little bit. And then we're going to start thinking about a base. I think it's that time. I mean, that is definitely the next step for us, because we've got to be able to refine and assemble parts much faster than we can right now. So that's definitely got to be the priority. So I'm gonna get busy on this, and I'll get back to you guys when it's time to start building something new. Just to give you a look at what I came up with here, there's 58k stone waiting in the connector there. Let me get all my silicon together. So I ended up with 58,000 silicon, 35,000 gold, 56,000 iron, just almost 17,000 platinum, 5,000 uranium, 23 magnesium, 23 cobalt almost, 3k silver, 9k nickel, and in the refinery, let me go to the refinery, you can see there's quite a bit more cobalt there. Let's get the stone out of there. I have everything so packed in there that anytime I take something out of the refinery, it immediately goes to words. Anytime I pull anything out of the refinery, it immediately shoves something else in there. I need to get this thing looking better too. I'll probably make this thing a little bit more symmetrical off camera. This is, believe it or not, this is something I've done a couple times. So I'm gonna let this chew for a little bit. I need to take a little bit of a break. So like I said, I'll be back in a little while. Alright guys, I'm back, and we have refined all of our materials, and I went ahead while it was refining and just queued up some stuff to assemble. I've got 3,000 steel plates, I have 300 displays, I have 105 large steel tubes, and I'll need more than that. I have almost 2,500 construction components, 1,500 interior plates, 1,000 computers, 2,000 motors, and 2,000 small steel tubes. I'll need more than that, but that's going to get me started anyways. So let's take a look and figure out where we want to set our base. We want to set this base out of the sun, so we definitely don't want to go this way. Take a look. It's sad because having that structure right by the base would be kind of a cool thing. Let's take a look. I may orient it this way here. Let's take a look. If I go to new station, yeah, that's kind of cool. I do want to get in here to one of these outcroppings. Yeah, that'll work. And we're going to do this out of light armor just because we are on the dark side. And there's nothing to worry about right here. So, I'm going to place some more blocks and get an idea of what I want to do here. And we'll go from there. Alright, I'm starting to get the bare bones here. Decided to go with a little bit different shape than what you normally see, and I threw in some supports, and looking at the length of this, I'm gonna have to put in a diagonal support here. Let's see what I can do. If I go to this side, I can't place the block there. Oh, but I can go to the outside. That's interesting. No.
Energy low.
Oh, they have vocal commands now. Did I miss that? Has that been around? Has that been a thing? As soon as we get our station going here, we'll put a med bay on it. Yeah. There we go. We get 7 days of fuel time. Let's check out our uranium situation. Let's just skip there. 63 in one large reactor. That's gonna last us a while. 14 in my ship. Also will last us a while. So I can't get that in there, so let's try a different block. Nope. Just won't go in there. Alright, well, let's drill away a little bit. See if we can make something happen. There we go. Now we're in. Right, so what I have in mind here, and let me know what you guys think, but I'm thinking what I want to do is come to the interior here. This will actually be, you know, the top platform. This will be like a landing pad here for smaller ships, and then we'll have access to a platform below. I'm not sure how far down to go. I'm going to need quite a bit of room. So thinking about it. Let me give this some thought. I think what'll happen, now that I'm thinking about this, is that the interior of this will probably start right along this line right here, and then I'll have an outer walkway, like a balcony, to the engineering section. And then what I'll probably do is go down another level. So engineering section is going to have a large reactor, cargo containers, refineries, and assemblers. Then we'll go down a level and have a command section with a med bay and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna have to get to work on this. I gotta figure out how much room I'm going to need to do this. And then I'm thinking out loud here, trying to figure out how I'm going to orient refineries. This is me building, people. This is the thought process I go through. Because I'm also trying to think about how I want to rig up the conveyor system. Because my engineering section will most likely be sealed off. That's usually how I do my engineering sections. So let's see. Let's pull a refinery down. Yeah, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so there's the top. I actually build that thing into. Alright, so let's make sure we're not overlapping. I'll bring this out another. There's 1, 2, 3. Make sure we're. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, and I think this is where we run into our section there. I was actually able to place that one in the wall there. That's interesting. Okay, so no, yeah. So there's 1. Actually, that's 6, 7, 8. 8's gonna be enough. Now let's figure out our assemblers. You know what? I need to build one of these refineries so that I can see. I'm going to build this one right here so that I can match up the doors, because that's going to be something that's crucial for me. Let's see what we've got in our inventory. Okay, so we need construction components, large steel tubes, motors, computers, and steel plates, and lots of steel plates. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, so we got our refinery all done here. Almost. Now it's all done. I think this is pretty easy, actually. I'm not really going to worry too much with the orientation on these things. Oh, actually... Bam. Ah, but there's not. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Alright, so 9. Let's see. I might have to do some tubing here. Okay, so no. Okay, so that door was on this side. Bam. Okay. So there's 4. Now the sad thing is I'm not going to be able to do this this way, so I will have to connect these 2 sets of assemblers, but that's not a big thing. But it does mean I will be able to run my tubing down underneath here and create kind of a false floor. I'm going to need a lot more steel plates and for a build of this size, I think I'm going to build a welding ship. So getting the layout of our space station here, that's going to be it for me today. I think I've dumped enough time into this for one day with all the, you know, with all the mining and refining and planning out a space station. Next time we will get some building done. We will get our engineering section hammered out. We'll get it built, and I'm probably off camera going to do quite a bit of mining to start getting this laid out the way that I want it. I need to be able to see doors going out of here, so I may finish these off camera just so that I can figure out what I want to do next, because next on the list is large cargo containers, and then a reactor, and then get everything connected in the most efficient possible way. It's so interesting that this, I don't understand why it let me do that, but it did, and I think that's cool. Alright guys, well, I'm going to grab some Chinese food tonight. For some reason I am just starving for some chicken lo mein. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.